G'day gamers, we are back and once again we are playing Battle Brothers on Twitch. Let's load up our campaign from last time. Day 37 for the Wolf Brothers. Doing reasonably well with this campaign. So, let's just refresh as to where we're up to. We have, what's that? A full party of 12. No one currently in our reserves. Falchion and throwing axes with a worn mail shirt, nasal helm, very good. We've got a bit of spare equipment here. Let's just sort all of that. Lamellar leather. The patched mail shirt is not as good as that. Okay, that's fine. So, another short sword and some javelins. Another short sword and shield. Excuse me. Here we go. Short sword, throwing axes and a shield with the patched mail shirt. Hatchet, javelins, patched mail shirt. Yeah, very good. Decayed reinforced mail Hochberg. Yes, I remember that one. Right. And the Morning Star. Ideally, I'm thinking most of these guys are going to end up with swords. I may actually, if we get far enough with this, I may actually give them all a sword of some sort and then come back and give them another weapon like a Morning Star or an axe, because of the different sort of things you can do with some of those. Our backline here looks very good. We've got a lot of hunting bows in here, short swords as well, some short bows, yeah, short bow and hatchet, short bow and hunting bow and cleaver, hunting bow and short sword, very good. Now we could upgrade your armor, but I'm concerned about fatigue. 83, 103, 86, 92, 76, 84. Yeah, see, I don't... If I put that on, what does it drop to? Only 75. Okay. It'll drop drastically when I put that in. So hang on. That's even better. But it only gives me 8 fatigue. How does that... 75... Oh, 71. Yeah, okay. We'll do that. That's a good layout. That's a 55 on armor. Actually, I feel like I should have given him that. And given him that. I think that's a better option. Okay, so we're well set up. We've got good armor. These guys, I really should. It's only 10 more. Those don't have any fatigue on them. Okay, that's fine. So, we have a decent amount of money at the moment. We don't have a lot of food. We need to get some supplies, and we're way low on ammunition, but these guys don't have any. Right, and they don't have any tools, they don't have any ammunition. So we got to find somewhere that does. So where are we? That's right, I decided I wanted to travel into the middle of nowhere to see what was down here, because I hadn't been down here before. So let's come back up to Blankvasser and see if we can't get some ammo and tools from there. Probably should have hunted down those brigands, but anyway. Camp there. Okay, fix that. And what do we got? Expensive. Very expensive. But we need them, so we will take them. I'm also thinking we can sell most of this. I'm going to leave this patched male shirt, because if I do decide to... Oh, no, I'm going to sell, and we'll sell those hats as well. Let's just keep the shields in backup. That just gives us a little bit more breathing room with money. Was there any... There is a mission here. What have we got? Horrible beasts. What's it worth to you? 790. Okay. Hunt down what's terrorizing them. Let's hope it's nothing too bad. Over this way. I probably should pay more attention to those. I think they do sometimes give you an idea as to what's actually causing it. I'm going to take a chance here and say that it went up there and came back down here and is now over this way. Because that's sort of what it looks like. 7 direwolves. Can the 12 of us take on 7 direwolves successfully? Well, we're going to find out. Let's hope so. Oh, damn it, they're going into the mountains though. Terrain is going to be very cumbersome. Oh, look at that. Jumping so close to us. And coming down just one side. Okay, so. Here's what I'm going to do while I can. I'm going to move him up to there. And then maybe take a shot at that. What I'm going to have to try and do is concentrate my archers in a small group here and move all of these guys around this way a bit more to help protect. Because I really don't want... I want to keep them away from the archers as much as possible. I might even move him back to there. Man, we're doing bad with shots at the moment. Can I get you to there? I can. Right, that's good, and you've got another quick shot, so... and then you can come up to there. No, I didn't think I'd be able to move. Yes, good. Right, now that should provide a bit of cover, and we've got a fairly decent line there. Well, evening, Conman. Thank you for joining me. And you still insist on going all the way up. Well, I wasn't sure if it was morning for you or what it was. So. Okay, what can we do here? The problem with this arrangement that I've got is that I don't have these guys right in the back here don't have a decent shot at anything. If I move him over to there, he can shoot from there. Okay. Man, I'm not shooting well today. Let's skip your turn for the moment. You're going to have to get your hatchet out. And you can move up to there. Take that shot. Okay, you've already got the sword. So let's slice and dice this guy. 9:30 in Ireland. Very nice. Short sword out. Damn it, missed. Is there anything special I can do with this guy that's going to really help? He's not going to be able to throw it over there, but he can throw it either of these guys. But that really didn't help. Okay. And I can't attack up there, it's too far away, obviously. And I said you're in a bad position there. The only place you can go and still actually get a shot would be all the way over there. How do I find the Morning Star to use? Yeah, I don't know. I'm not really much of a fan, I don't think. Oh, don't get me wrong. It's absolutely brilliant against humans without headgear. I'm finding that if I shoot my bows as an aimed shot rather than a quick shot at anybody without a helmet on, about 50% of the time when I hit them, it's an instant kill. And the Morning Star is the same. If I do that headshot with it, 50% of the time, instant kill if they don't have a helmet on. Apart from that, I don't know. I just don't seem to like it very much. But it could just be the random guys not liking me at any particular time, and that's that's all that's happening. I don't know. Wow, you're fatigued already? Damn, that was good. I mean, let's look at the stats on this thing. Maximum fatigue is 10, first of all, is a big problem. Damage, 35 to 40. It's actually a pretty high starting damage, and that's a nice little range it's got there. And it's 100% effective against armor, and 40% of the damage ignores armor. So if you hit with it, it does do reasonably well, but I don't know, there's just something about it. It's not not quite as good as I would like, or I don't seem to have as much luck with it as I would like. Having said that, that was a hit for once, but you know, then I get another miss like that. Things aren't going as well as I would like here. I wanted to get rid of this guy as quickly as possible so I could bring Dieter up here and help attack these from another angle, because he's so far down here he can't attack up to that, which is really causing a problem now. And it's getting to the point where I'm very limited in how I can support Goswin. He's in a very bad situation. Okay. If only I could move Goswin out of there. For now, my best... See, none of these shots are making it. You can get to there and help attack. And I need to start moving these guys up and around as quickly as possible. I wouldn't say Goswin is a goner, but yeah, things are not looking great for him at the moment. So far, he's managed to avoid getting too... Oh, no, he hasn't. He's lost all of his armor and he's at half health. Yeah, he may very well be a goner. The question is whether I should be taking a chance here and shooting, even though there's a 20% chance that I'm going to hit him. What was that with... Oh, that was just warning me he had no ammunition. Yes, I knew that. Finally. Can I get to there? Now they're running. That's good. Are you going to run to... No, you're going to kill Dieter. Goswin, sorry. There's actually a small chance that Goswin survived that. We will see. It does say he's killed. You're not going to be able to hit from there. Yeah, let's start bringing some more guys up. Actually, you know what? I've got an option on here that I think I want to turn off. Depth of field. That's much better. It was making these guys that were down a little bit on different levels a bit blurry for no real gain. So, can you hit him from here? You can. Go for it. Nice hit. What about you? Yep. Further than that. Okay, you've got to there, but you can't attack from there. Can you switch back to that? Can you hit... Well, better than zero chance. There's only one left. Just run them down and we're going to keep shooting until... it's dead. What about you? 5% chance. There's no chance you're going to hit anyone else though, so I can live with that. You don't have anything, so let's move you up to there. Yeah, no, Goswin was gone. Oh well. And the loot's going to be nothing to write home about, although we did get Goswin's bow, which is good. Yeah, well, he won't be forgotten because he's over here in our obituary, and we've only lost a few guys, which is good. 2 to dire wolves, 3 to brigand raiders, and 1 to a brigand poacher. Okay. That's fine. I don't need to change the layout. Nobody lost shields. That was only a standard short bow, so I'm not going to replace any of them. Oh, did we get any levels? No. Okay. Let's head back to town. Was Goswin's life worth 790 crowns? Yeah, I'd say it probably was. Let's see now. No one really is blowing my skirt up at the moment. I tend to like fishermen. They aren't bad, but... I really don't know. Yeah, I will take him, actually. And if he doesn't work out, maybe there's someone else who's in the front line. He's got a 38 and 2 stars on ranged. That's good enough for me. Who's got an extra quiver here that we can give to Heimrad? And he can have that. And yes, I just sold all of my extra armour, didn't I? Because I went, I'm not going to need it. We're finding lots of armour. Let's not worry about it. So let's buy... We got a little bit of money. Let's buy the rugged surcoat. And... that. I think. And that. And that. And you know what? I'm going to give him the knife. No. But the hatchet does so much fatigue. Because even the short sword does less than that. What is his fatigue at? His fatigue's at 93 though. But that just means he can shoot more. Right. Get rid of that and that. No injuries we have to fix. We need more ammo, so I'm going to buy those even though they're expensive. We're almost out of food. That's cheap. And a couple of those are cheap. And now we've got enough food for 4 days. No more missions here though, so... I actually think we are close to having visited most of the places in the world, actually, if we wanted to do that ambition. So I think we're going to go to a sand tomb now. See if we can pick up a mission there. I can't remember from yesterday whether there was missions available for us there or not. And the one thing I've yet to do in the game is work out how to get enough good relations with some of the factions to be able to do things in the towns that they have where you can't do. So like I need to do contracts by the noble house, but I don't know how I can increase your renown and fulfill the ambition of noble houses. Okay, so it's an ambition that I have to unlock. Let's just camp until morning. Oh, look, it's morning already. We didn't even really need to camp. Kennels, that's nice. Weaponsmiths, hires, and the marketplace. What's in the marketplace? Oh, that's right. I didn't sell those because I was going to look at the taxidermist, but no, I think I would sell them because I need the moolah. Especially if these guys aren't going to give me any missions to do, and then I've got to go all this way over here to find somewhere else that's going to give me a mission. You're out in the middle of no. Oh, there's Hochberg, an old man with his walking stick. Oh yes, travel safely. I'm not going to steal your ring, old man, even if you are blind or pretending to be that way. Untitled, hey? Wait, there we go. They even have little lights in all the buildings of a night time, although these ones aren't lit up. Maybe they are if you get closer. And no missions here either. God damn. Can't really afford it, but I need the tools, so let's take the tools. Okay. Ah, yes. Astated. That rings a bell. We did reasonably well there yesterday. I think we got a few missions going, so contracts going. Hopefully we can do it again. Come on, we need to make some money. Cargo. Yeah, we can do that. Need to be paid more. Thank you. Leave. Where are we going? Down here. Okay. Do. 2 more days worth of food. I might have to stop somewhere and buy some more. Needs to be an option in this game when you're traveling. You can click on a location and say travel here by road, so that it doesn't do any of those little switchbacks where they come off the road and come back on, because sometimes they do that and you look at it and go, no, it would have been quicker to stay on the road because you've just gone across some terrain which slowed you down a little bit. I mean, the pathing in the game is okay, but it would be good to be able to just say, stay on the road for this trip, please. Generally, the roads are faster, that's the idea. The problem is going to be, do we run out of food or do we run out of money first? If I stop somewhere to buy more food, I may run out of money to pay my guys. Yeah, I've used boats once or twice to travel between cities. I don't know, it's fine. I guess it just depends. Right. We made it without running out of food or money with which to pay our guys. What have we got? Simple contract to find some place. Oh man, none of this food is really worth the money. I'd love to take that ghost cheese because it lasts a while, but it's so overpriced. I'll just buy that. That'll give me 3 days. Ammunition's fairly cheap though, so I should take some more. Scroll reads, leave the burn ruins where it be. If you find it, talk to us. Our crowns for your silence. The ruler of Schnellmark need not know. Nothing. Yeah, that's not going to happen. Over the region southwest of the grasslands. Oh, grasslands is so huge, but let's just go directly southwest first. Oh man, how much was that we lost? Only some. That's all right. We still got 2 days worth of food. We'll be right. Hopefully we won't be out here for 2 days. But this grasslands area is pretty dang big. Just to make sure that we're not going past it up there. Okay, let's come down here. Even though I know it could come all the way down here, I'm going to sort of assume it's in this area first and then expand out from that. So, like, maybe it's up near this water or... It's so hard to know where to look for these things. I tend to, most of the time when I've done these little quests, they tend to be near hills or in little pockets of woodland like that. Just southeast of here on the plain. I bet you it's over here somewhere. It's probably even almost on that. How far south do I go? We were over there. he said southeast on the plains. That could be anywhere, even down over here. Brigands. Let's take these guys on, because we might get some decent loot out of it. There's only 5 of them. Gotta wait there. Can't hit him. Only a 9%. Okay. Now you, because you don't have any helmet anymore. And you, because you don't have a helmet anymore. Good chance I can kill you both. Much quicker. I think I'll get you to switch to your weapon and then move there. No, you can't. That's okay. Next round. How did that miss? Just doesn't seem right. That's it. Very nice. Good hit. You can't do anything. Okay. Good hit. Very nice. You're not going to be able to do much. there. No. Let's move to there. And okay, that worked well, and we got a level. Very nice. What loot did we get? Rugged surcoat, rusty mail coif, flail that I don't want, hand axe that I don't really want, short sword that I do want, and another shield and a buckler. Cool. But we are desperate for food. On the plains not far to the west of here. I gotta go back for more food. Because we're in trouble. So we were there and he said west. We were there, he said southeast. So it's got to be somewhere around this outcropping. So we'll try and climb the mountain as suggested and see if that helps. But let's get some food first. That's not exorbitantly overpriced, which means bread. That, and we're going to sell that, and that, and that, and that. And let's get more bread. Oh, and that. Do we want either of these? Fatigue is 4 on that. No, I don't think I do. I'm going to sell both of those as well. Does any of these guys want the short sword? Yep, he does. First in, best dressed. I'll give you the cleaver in the meantime. And we'll sell all of those. Right. Let's come back here. Let's climb into the top of these mountains and see if that helps us. Should just be somewhere in this vicinity, but it's supposed to be. And there it is. Oh, all the way over there. Okay, fine. Go back. Let's get our money. And in the meantime, we've spent more on food and on wages than we actually made on this contract. But there's a 3 skull contract there, so we can pick that up. Okay, so brigands stopping traders. How much? 1,300. I accept. Drive off the abandoned husks from the hut. Okay. Where is the abandoned hut? Down here. Very good. What is my party looking like? Everybody's good. Couple of levels. Perks. Backstab. And that, and that, and that. And backstab, and that, and that, and that. Very good. Everyone's got the best equipment they can have. We've got some spare shields in case we need them. Let's do this. What's it going to be? Brigands, hey? It's probably going to be brigand raiders. A brigand leader, some brigand marksmen. Some brigand raiders and a brigand marksman. So the marksman's going to be easy. He's going to be light armor. There's going to be 4 to 6 raiders, which that means there's going to be 6 raiders. And they're all going to have heavy armor. And then there's going to be a brigand leader who is going to be a bitch to take down. Okay. And the terrain is going to be forest, so it's going to be hard for us to shoot amongst the trees, etc., etc. There's a brigand raider with a kite shield. I don't think I've come across anyone with a kite shield before. We've got a little section here that we can't see thanks to the trees, but these obstacles here mean that they have to come at us from that. They have to come down either that side or that side, which does help our archers a little bit. What I'm going to do is move some of these outside archers back a little bit so my front line can defend a little bit easier in case they come come around these flanks too much. It means these guys aren't initially going to have as good a shot once we get to a melee line, a skirmish line here, but I want to make it a little bit easier for me to be prepared if they try and flank, which they will, because they always do. So that's the tactic there. You can stay there, and actually we'll pause you so that you can get a shot in a minute. Another raider there. So I said you can come back there, and you won't be able to move back to either of those spots, so I might have to just put you back there maybe, or maybe not move you at all. I just don't know which side they're going to come to predominantly. Looks so far pretty good that they're all going to come down this way. Do we have a decent shot at anyone? 30%. No, let's pause for a moment. Okay, another one around that side. Yeah, you can keep pausing. Let's get as many of them invisible, and you can't do anything this round. I'm going to pause you as well, and you, and you, and you, and you, and you, and you. Oh, it's just back to us. Okay. You don't have a shot on any of those, so I meant to say you don't have a shot on any of those, so let's not waste ammunition and pause the round, although I should have shield walled. You can shield wall. You can shield wall. No. Actually, I should be getting all of these. I should have been getting all these guys to swap their weapons out, because it looks like they're not going to get a chance to throw any of their weapons initially. Okay, do you have... So the best we've got is a 30% shot. I guess I should start taking it. No, you've only got 6%. I'm not going to take that. I meant to wait. Okay. You can wait as well. Ooh, you're throwing it now, are you? Ah, who was that? That was him. And I think that was oh, that was throwing axes. Is that your only throwing axes? Is that all the ammo you've got? You destroyed my shield, which I'm not impressed about. I've got a 35% chance to hit. I'm going to pause. There's the leader. Rolled the odd, eh? Oh no, you're the one with the axes. No, they must have both had axes. Oh god, a pick or a hammer, whatever, military hammer. That feels like a bit of a waste, but anyway. I'm going to move you up to there. You have enough stamina to do anything else. Oh, and that's right, there was an archer. Ooh. Oh, that's a brigand marksman. That's right, I'm thinking of the what are brigand poachers, I think they might be called. Are the ones that are lightly armoured. Okay. So, what do we got? 11%, nothing. 35%, 5%. Waste those arrows. I feel like I have to move these guys up to get any decent shots. They're advancing very, very slowly. Oh, he's got... I think he just armed that. Which way to go? This way or that way? This way. Can't get to any of those guys. Let's go to there. Damn, those hammers are murder against armor. That guy is there. Oh, and now he's going to start chucking stuff at us, is he? Let me kill this guy first. And now I can give you the proper attention that you deserve. There we go. I think I've only got one hatchet left. I do. Short sword out. I don't suppose you can go down there, can you? Let's move to there. So we're 4 rounds, like the end of the 4. In the 4th round, and my character could only make one swing, wielding that Morning Star. terribly. You can come down this way. I need the melee guys down here more. These guys are going to be a little bit of a pain, but maybe with these three I can take on that lot, and this lot here can take on those three. I need you to move forward, and in fact, even though you've got no... Actually, let's just move you to there. Do you have... No, you don't have any throwing weapons left either. But his shield is... no, I'm going to move him all the way forward. Even though his shield is gone, I feel it's better to threaten a little bit more. Can I get to there? I can. You can switch to your axe and move to there. There we go. You're not going to be able to get any decent shots now, are you? So let's move you down to there. Damn it. Move into there. Oops, I knew that was going to happen. And you move down to there. Of course, you're exhausted. God, wait, you can't move anywhere, and you didn't have any. You do have. Let's move you to there then. Let's move you to there and take. No, don't take that shot. Why have I only got 2% chance to hit, 5% chance to hit him? I should have a better angle at him. And that, maybe it's because of his... Oh, he's got his shield raised, that's why. God damn it. I knew that was going to happen, but it doesn't make it any better. Not enough action points. Fine. I've only got 5% chance. Oh, shield wall. Yeah, that's right. I keep forgetting that. Let's not do anything then. Losing a lot of men. Losing a lot of men. That's not good. I don't know why you're broke now. We just managed to to kill one. Wait. I can't use that yet because I'm too tired. Who did that? Oswald. He's able to attack too distant because he hit Raban as well as Dieter. Ouch. That is annoying. Actually, that's good, because he's less likely now to use his sweeping attack. It doesn't mean he's not going to do like a big cleave on me or whatever it is. But, that's if I survive this one, Conan. I've got my doubts. Everyone's starting to flee. I can't get at that archer at the moment. Not that I really want to. I want to take out those guys. Yeah, that cleave thing he does, that split attacks, has a 2 range on it. He's almost dead though. I can survive just a little bit longer. Same with this guy. My guys weren't so exhausted. Get back in there. Look at how beat up he is. I really do like that about this game, the way that, you know, as combat happens, everyone gets more and more beat up and what have you. Let's switch back to the bow and take a shot at him. Is that bleeding damage? It is. Oh, damn. Can't do any more than that. I was hoping I could take that last guy out over there. Yes, got him. All right, now I suppose it's a case of see if we can charge in. Take out that archer, or see if these other guys are going to flee. He is hoping that they don't flee. Stop fleeing, you idiots. We've killed the leader. It's one archer and one more guy left. If I can just get into a decent position, I can take out that archer, maybe. I might have to use my last guy to do it. But it is still 6 against 2 if you will stop running away. No, it's over. Let them go. Man, I lost half my team. But I got a great sword out of it. Not that I really want it. I think most of that armor was mine, although that kite shield wasn't. Okay, so we got some very battle-weary guys. I am going to mark that to repair, as well as all of those. 200% effective against armor. Okay, who's getting that? That is way better than that piece of junk. Okay. And the kite shields are better too. So let's take that. I don't know. I don't know if I like the two-handed weapons, really. We just saw how effective it was, though. So it probably is worth keeping. You've already got a hunting bow. You can take a hunting bow now, and you've got one too. You've all got the best armor that I want to give you. You've all got ammunition. Keep the rest of the stuff for the new guys I have to hire, I suppose. At least I'm getting 1,300 crowns out of it, but that's not enough to replace 6 men, at least not quickly. Why couldn't it have been a nice, easy... Because that was a 3-skull. Why couldn't it have been a nice, easy caravan run for 1,300 crowns? That would have been nice. No, that's the barber. I thought it was a temple. That's the temple. You've got a cut on your arm. And you've got exposed ribs. There we go. Does anyone really need a... Go with the barber. No. We're all good. Okay, what do we got? What do we need, actually? We got 3 of each, don't we? So it would be nice to have, well, 2 more of each. Get us back up to... Miller, a beggar, oh sorry, a vagabond, a miller, a minstrel. I've never tried a minstrel. Often not used to physical labour or bloodshed, which means, you know, he could freak out at the first... Ah, rat catcher. Yes, please. I like me a rat catcher. They are good fellows. And there's a caravan hand who's not too expensive. Who else are we going to take? I've never tried a juggler either. They have good reflexes, but they won't be... Well, let's give them a try. That's 3 guys. That's enough for now. Let's have a look at them. So our rat catcher is going to be reasonably good in the front lines. Of course, our caravan hand is going to be good. Ooh, eagle eyes. Fear of undead, that's not nice. Double grip, yeah, well, you're not going to have double grip for long, so don't worry about that. Who should we give? Okay, you've got 75 at the moment with 110, 105. Here's what we're going to do. We are going to give you that helm, that armor, and that two-handed sword. When you're using that, you have stamina of 74, which, you know, compared to most of these guys is actually pretty bloody awesome. So I'm not going to complain about that. You've already got armor, so we just need to give you something like a falchion, that, and we have colour scheme. We seem to be using a lot of red, but I think we've got a lot of blue shields, so let's use that. Let's all, well, actually, you've got red on that, and there's red, 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 and you've got red, so let's go with a white shield for you, and you can have that red and white one. And we're all mostly red and white shields, so we all colour coordinate. You can take that helm, and in a minute you're going to have those throwing axes and then a short sword. I've just got to find some armour for you, which means the best bet is probably to take that. And give that to you, and you're all set as soon as you restock that. What else? You're doing good, and you've now got the military pick, so you're going to dominate there. Even though that... only fatigue of 8. Well, I like that. I'm going to give you a short sword, so that you've got a lot less fatigue. You've got the heavy stuff, and you've got the falchion, and you need one of those. And you're all good. How are you? You've got 1 pip in ranged, so we might as well make you a ranged character. Plenty of quivers to go round. We're going to give you a short sword as your backup. We're going to put you... what am I doing? I'm going to put you there and then swap like that. For now, even though I don't really want to give you this, you can wear that. Until we can buy some better armor for you. We're going to sell one of those. So let's see. We can sell that bow. Let's just order everything. I don't want the flail, although for the fatigue, it is better than the Morning Star. So I'm going to sell the Morning Star, maybe keep the flail, get rid of the hatchet and the boar spear, keep those, keep that, get rid of that and that. We're going to... we've got way too many shields now, so let's get rid of all the blue ones. And just keep those. Got some extra helmets. We don't need that many, so we will sell off that one. And keep those two, get rid of that. Okay, that's looking... oh, I don't need that. That's looking nice. Was there any... let's take the rugged surcoat, and that can go on you. Oh, hang on. Do you not have any armor? You don't have any armor at all. How did I do that? That's not right. Okay. So let's see. You Here's what we do. You can have the padded circuit for now, and then we'll come back and you can have that. So you're slightly better armoured on the outsides. Not quite as good on the insides. Everybody's got hunting bows. We've got a spare short bow and a spare thing so we can get another archer to get us back to 10, which isn't the 12 we want to get to, but that's okay. A couple more spare weapons, some spare shields. We're going to sell that. And we're going to say repair that, that, and that, and that. Which means we need to buy tools and supplies. So expensive, but we'll need to buy one more of those. And how are we doing for food? We've got 3 days. As long as we stay fairly close to the general world, 3 days worth of food, I think, is plenty. And I think to get our spirits up, we need to have a drink. Even though I think, in reality, that is not the way to keep the spirits up. But we still have a lot of dissatisfied people. We did everything at the temple, didn't we, to heal? We did. We got new guys who need to go and get the proper company facial hair. There we go. Back to there. Much better. Now you're looking like proper whatever we called ourselves. What did we call ourselves? I can't remember now. As I've said, that's one of the things about this game that I wish they would change. There is somewhere that you can see what your team name is. Fairly... like, even when you go into your roster, you don't actually see the name of your company anywhere. Maybe under the obituaries? No? Like, it's not until you actually save the game, even in the factions, you can't see the name of your company. And you should be able to. Right. Just sitting here doing nothing at the moment. Was there anything in... No, there was no missions in town. So, we need to go somewhere. We can go 1,000,000 miles up here to that. No. Or we can come down here. Where is... I noticed that we were popular with Schnellheim, I think was the name of the town. What was that one? Maybe it was Schnellmark. Factions and Relaces. No, Strondorf. Where was that? Down here. Maybe we need to head back down this way. So let's head to Hochberg. Is I think how you would pronounce it. See if we can't find some missions. Okay. Dice Crusher. How's my crew looking? Actually, they're looking very beat up. We just had a fight with a bandit lord, I think it was, or a bandit commander, or whatever he's called, and his retinue of 6 bandit raiders and a bandit marksman, and they chewed up my party. I had 12 guys before that, and they killed 6 of them. So I've had to hire on 3 new guys, and the guys that I've got left, like Rabin here, are looking a little bit worse for wear, although he's the worst of them. Enjar was hit up, and a couple of the other guys were as well. Dieter was hit up. We got decent gear, but we don't have... No, I didn't get the leader's armor. I'm not playing... I'm not sort of going out of my way to do those tricks like giving everyone a dagger so that they can surround someone and pierce them to death to get their armor. I'm playing to get the kills as quickly as possible. If you surround someone and try and stab them to death to get their armor, it really tends to slow you down. Thank you for the follow there. Lajuska, I think it is. Sorry, I probably really butchered whatever that name is that you're going for. Yeah, I'm not playing for for that sort of meta thing of going, oh look, that guy's got armor that I want. Let's try and get it. I'm just, okay, here's the battle. I need to kill these guys as quickly as possible. What do I have to do? So yeah, that's the way I'm trying it at the moment. Man, we are out of tools and supplies already, and there's no missions here. It's tempting to buy more tools, but I think I need to go and find a mission somewhere first. I'm not even going to look at guys, getting any more guys, because I know I can't afford them, and I'm probably low on food too. Yes, the great sword was the leader's weapon, so I did get that. This is a very cool game. I'm very much enjoying it. I've been waiting for a while to buy this game, and the reasons I hadn't bought it were multiple. I don't have a lot of money at the moment, so I wasn't prepared to spend $50 or whatever it was Australian on it. But also, it's a game written for Windows, and I use Linux, and there's no Windows port for it. But thankfully, the Steam Play option, which uses their Proton wine thingy, does work, as you can see, perfectly well. I can even load mods, and they work with it. So yeah, I'm very happy. I'm very glad I bought it. I bought the DLCs the day after I bought it because I was that happy with it. And this is going to be my jam for a while, I think, because it's a very enjoyable game. There is nothing here that I want, though, so I am going to spend a minimum on getting just a little bit more food. Oh, that is so cheap for ammo, though. I had to. Oh, look how cheap those quivers are! Oh, stop me from buying stuff. I can't afford it. Okay, that's no more. I've got to find a mission. Down here, so let's go to Adlersthrollen. Well, yeah, like, it's a great game, and honestly, I probably could have played it a long time without getting the DLC, but I wanted to see what the extras were. And yeah, you know, a lot of it is just more enemies to fight, harder enemies to fight, which, you know, doesn't make it any easier. This game is actually still from pre-DLC, so every time I start this game, it's warning me that it was pre-DLC. But it's and so some of the DLC content is in here. Let's see, like this paint set, for example, which would allow me to paint shields, and some of the new weapons and stuff I'm seeing in the shops, but thankfully I'm not seeing like barbarian raiders or any of the other new monsters and opponents running around. I do see some of the new missions in this, though, like the missions to go and scout out an area, which weren't in which I never saw previously in the original game. So there's a little bit of that, but yeah, oh, great. They're having terrifying nightmares. Deliver a message. Yep, I can do that. 1,500 crowns. Booyah. That is what I want. Where am I going? Out in the middle of nowhere, is it? Oh, all the way over to Blankwasser. Oh my god, that is going to take a week. I should have asked for some money up front. I knew it was going to be a far away. It said 3 days travel, and it's one of those ones where they vastly underestimated how long it takes to get anywhere. But, yeah, we'll be good. Yeah, I really, really like the game. Even just the core game without the DLC. Very, very enjoyable. There's only a few little things about the game that are a little bit annoying or a little bit interesting to get used to. The first one is that you don't play any of the characters. You play the captain that runs the company but doesn't participate in the battles, which seems weird to me. Like, you can, with the DLC, there's a new starting mission that you can play as a lone wolf, where you are a knight who has left his employ or whatever, and you start by yourself. Most of the other starts, you start with at least three troops. But in that one, you actually, and it says that you are the avatar. So that knight, if it dies, that's the end of the game, end of the playthrough. But just the fact that, like, normally, because you aren't actually one of the players, you aren't actually one of the characters, you're just this captain that stands off to the side, it does seem a little bit strange that when everybody else in the company dies, surely you're still alive. You could then sort of somehow go and hire more people. But that's the only part of the game that seems a little bit strange to me. I would like it to always be that avatar type situation. Why are you going across the water like that, you stupid company? I would like it to be that you always have an avatar in the game, and that avatar starts off at a higher level like it does in that playthrough, and you go through. So it's entirely possible that after I've done this playthrough, I might only ever play Lone Wolf from then on, because to me that sounds a lot more like the way the game should be. As I said, a couple of other things that I think the game needs. Somewhere in the game, you need to be able to be reminded what the name of your company is. The only way at the moment that you can do that is checking your save, or in the interactions that you have with various towns and whatever, sometimes they will say the name of your company. Otherwise, they won't, and so it's very easy. This is going to be terrible. I've got to go away from these undead, because 14 undead are going to shred me. Damn it. We are in deep, deep trouble. This is run away as fast as we can time. There is no way we're going to make that. There is... Undead in this game are just ridiculously hard, even without... I didn't catch if there was a necromancer, but even without a necromancer, the equivalent of zombies will rise again at least once, if not multiple times, in my experience. And with a necromancer, they will definitely rise multiple times, and they... so that's the zombie type things, of which there's a bunch. What else have we got? I thought there was 3 different types of... And there's the necromancer. So, yeah, until we can kill the necromancer, trying to kill those undead is an absolute waste of time. Because every time you kill one of them, the necromancer will just resurrect them again. The only way you can hope to keep ahead is by killing more than 2 of them per round, because he can only resurrect 2 in a single round. At least that's what I've seen in experience. I haven't read in any wikis or anything if that is exactly how it works, but from the limited experience I have in this game, which is only about probably 30 hours or something, it's not a huge amount. It might even be less than that. But from the hours that I've done in this, I've come across these undead a handful of times, and they're nothing but pain every single time. So definitely, oh man, this guy's gonna catch up to us. This is a fighting withdrawal. Can I get? Oh, I want you out. And you can get out. These guys aren't going to be able to make it out on this turn. We're going to get close though. I think the idea now is maybe to, I was going to say try and spread out a little bit so that maybe they can't concentrate on any one of us, on us as a group, and try and drag us down. I don't know. I am playing Iron Man. Everything else is on easy levels. Beginner combat, beginner economy, beginner whatever the other thing is. I don't think I've ever actually... How do I get out now that I'm there? Do I have to hit retreat from combat? Okay, that worked. Can we please just get away? Okay. So yeah, what I was saying about the game. So I'm probably going to play Lone Wolf a lot after I finish this mission, because that makes a lot more sense to me as a game. It also makes it a lot harder because you've got a character that you cannot let die. But the other sort of stuff that I would like to do is, in a little bit, that was an example of how the game is a little bit unbalanced. And I know there is a mod that you can download that probably does some of this, but you can only really play a fighter, a ranged character. You can't play a necromancer, for example. So it would be good to be able to hire wizards and clerics and things like that in your party, so that you've got those other options. I'd like to be able to have lots of different character types, so it's more like a real fantasy D&D type of quest situation, where even though you're not going down into dungeons or anything like that, and you don't have to move parties through corridors and everything like that, it would be a great sort of adventuring D&D type game, and you could have a whole party then. And then if it's done that way as a whole party, where you basically just control every single character, it doesn't feel so much like the whole company idea, because then you're an adventuring company and you might have someone who is nominally the head of the company right now, and if they get killed, well, someone takes over, sort of thing. And you do sort of have that element in the game, even without the DLC, because as you get ambitions, there is an ambition to assign someone to be the sergeant of the company. But what I think it should be is there should be the company, and even from the very start, someone is assigned as the leader of the company, and maybe there's a stat that person has that affects how the company is perceived throughout the world. And then if that person dies, someone else becomes the company leader. Or maybe some of your other characters will try and take over the leadership because they think they're better. And you can decide to let that happen or not. So those are things that I would like to see in the game. Those are probably sort of very far out type of things. But in general, I think the game is really good. As I said, the only thing from an interface and usability type of thing, I think it's a little bit hard to find out, to remember the name of your company a lot of the times. See, even here, that doesn't mention the name of our company there. It just says, see to it this sellsword gets his pay. So they don't mention the name of the group. But some other times when you do interact with them, you do get to find what the name is. So we need, tools are dear here, but we need some, so we're going to fork out at least one lot. I feel like I should buy a thick tunic as a spare set of armor, but no, I'm not going to. What I need to do is hire another archer. That's what I need to do. Do we have anyone here? We have 2 witch hunters, but they are extremely dear. Or we have a peddler, or a vagrant, or a beggar. There's no guarantee any of them are going to be even remotely good with a bow. But what have we got here? And let me guess. Yeah, the best ranged character that we have in the party is also the best melee character that we have in the front line. So there's no sense moving him to the back line, even though he's probably better archer than... No, I was going to say half. He's better archer than one of our archers. Yeah, peddlers. I have one of the character types that I always like are rat catchers. I have taken a peddler before, so I guess I'll do that now. Actually, that's the other thing I should start doing. Let's start doing this. Here we go. I'm sorry, guys. This is gimmicky, but I'm going to do it anyway. I don't want to give you that. Is there anyone without a... No, I've only got a nasal helmet to give him. That's terrible. I'm going to buy another helmet. I'm not giving him a nasal helm because that's his range skill is bad enough as it is. I need some better armor. What was I going to do? That's what I was going to do. I was going to come up here and I was going to... Well, we had... do I spell that right? Since Blajuska just followed, he is going to become our main melee character. I'll leave the title out for the moment. We might pick a title later. And yeah, if I get any other new follows or things like that, I will update character names based on that. Actually, Conman's been in here a lot lately, so I might give... I think... who's our best range character? 54... Yeah, Hugo is our best range... No. Sorry. Rabin, the Older, is our best range character. So Rabin, the Older, is going to become... Sorry. Conman. And we won't put a title on there. So Conman is now our... because Conman's been watching my streams for the last few days, so definitely need to give him some appreciation for that. Now, what I was going to do was see if I can find some armor and headgear for our new archer. Headgear, armor, and then we are going to sell that. Now, I want to make a decision about this flail, because I just noticed that I can sell that flail for 255 gold, which is insane. But it is also an insanely good weapon. It's 100% effective against armor. So I've got this here, which is 200% effective against armor. So there is no way I'm giving that up. That is staying on Dieter at the moment. And I have been preferring short swords for most, or falchions or arming swords or whatever I can get. But swords in general for my guys. But as a means for getting through armor, it's only 75% effective. This only has 8 fatigue, which is less than... Well, that's 12 fatigue, but it's less than like a lot of the other things that take out a lot of armor. So I'm thinking I'm going to give that to Gerhard Longnose for the moment. So, yeah. And then all of my backline have short swords, which is good. That's the way I want that. Falchion, great sword, short sword, that and that. Yeah. So, we're probably going to need more food as well. We've got to be dangerously low on that. We are. And the dried fish is the only thing here that's semi-decently priced. But we got some money, so let's buy all of that. We bought more tools, so that's good. And even though the ammunition is a little expensive, we're going to buy that as well. And I'm probably going to regret this, but I'm going to sell that shield because it doesn't have red on it. And we've gone for red shields in general, haven't we? Yes. Okay. Oops, what's the mission? It's going to be a cheapie, but we need some cash. A relic by the name of Seal of False Crypt of Ogma. Oh, I don't want to go to crypts. That's what I seem to be finding now. Everything is go to a crypt. No. Go to Sandturm. What do we got up here? So I've actually downloaded that that mod that I was talking about that does sort of give you classes and stuff like that for your characters. And I briefly played around it, but that was before I had the other DLC. So I'm probably going to try it again at some point off stream and just see how I like it. It looked very, very complicated though. You had to assign party members to things for camping and all this sort of stuff. There was a lot to it, although I think you can simplify bits and pieces of it as well. So I might be looking at that at some point. No missions here. Okay, that's right. I remember that from the start of the stream, which was only an hour and 3/4 ago. Yeah, but I'm loving this game. This game is very, very enjoyable, and I can see myself streaming this for a while, because it's a very streamable game too. There's no guarantee that the mission is going to go on forever. Combat is fairly common, so it's not boring. I could speed up the travel, but that gives me chances to A, think about things that I need to concentrate on, and B, talk to anyone I'm streaming to. So yeah, I think this is going. I'm trying to bring streaming a bit more regularly back into things, but I'm gonna probably still release videos, not just VODs, on YouTube, because I picked up another game this morning that I haven't played yet. It came out free. I think it's the preview release or something, a prologue or something like that. So I'm going to do a little first impressions playthrough thing of that, and probably record that tomorrow morning. and have that video up sometime in the next couple of days. I don't want to leave it too long though, because if I do, everyone else is going to have those videos out. But I'm liking this game. I'm liking the strategy in the combat, the strategy and tactics that you need. Hang on, is it? Oh man, I normally know the difference between tactics and strategy, and I'm trying to remember which one it is. It's tactics. Tactics is in the thing. Strategy is overarching. Maybe. I'm probably wrong. It wouldn't surprise me. We're good for food. Oh man, we went through all of those tools that quickly. Thankfully, the one lot of tools they got here is cheap-ish. I wish I could afford the dog as well. I wanted to have most of my front line with war dogs at one point as well. If I get enough money, I will definitely be doing that at some point. Let's go off to Astatide. That is another place that I like very well. I'm going to hang around here a little bit, I think. What? For the last time, I won't buy a rat. So, it's just a peddler trying to sell my rat catcher a rat. And if he doesn't want a rat, he's trying to sell him a goldfish. Rats apparently do make very good pets. Why are we stopped? We're supposed to be going up there, thank you. First Blankwasser Company. Just want to have a quick look and make sure there's nothing obviously wrong with my party. Try to decide whether the two more guys that I get is one more melee and one more archer, or whether I go two more melee and put them out here on the flanks to help try and protect the archers. I have done that once before when I've had an abundance of melee, and it seemed to work reasonably well, but I don't know, I like that advantage of being able to do range from a distance. The problem is that once your front line is engaged in melee, these guys really have to be right behind the front line to be able to effectively attack. So I think I'm just going to get two more melee guys for this group. Yeah, I think that's the way I'll do it. So we'll do another mission, get some more gold, and see if we can find more guys. Join us by the campfire. Old white bears, got to keep your mind out for them. A bit of fire will fend them off. That, or dump your fish and make a run for it. Ate him from his legs up. Yeah, we need another drink. Okay. Maybe we need other races in here as well, so that you don't just play humans, you can play dwarves and elves and what have you. Ooh, do I take the 3 skull? I can always cancel if I don't like it. The 3 skull's obviously going to be the terrified villagers, I think. Did I need to get anything here? I've got 3 days worth of food. I think I'll be fine. Coin collection. This might not be so bad. Let's talk pay. 930 crowns. I need to be paid more. 1,000. Okay. And I probably can't afford to hire anybody, although these people are extremely cheap. A mason. Ooh, he'll have good stamina, I think. I do have to look up and find what a lot of those guys have, so I can try and remember. But let's just head off and follow the tracks southwest. I don't see no tracks southwest of town. I don't see no tracks anywhere. Let's get up on some higher ground and see if that helps. Thieves. There we go. There's only 5 of them. If that's them... Farmhands have a lot of fatigue and HP. That sounds good. I don't know why I'm not seeing these guys' tracks. But it's obviously them because it's got the little gold coin symbol that indicates they are the guys I'm supposed to be tackling, so... Oh, I didn't get a chance to see what the group is. A brigand thug and some brigand raiders. Okay. Well, we know who's going to die first. Those things are incredibly hard to kill. 2 of them wiped out a party of 10 that I had. Easily. They just chewed them up and spat them out. Okay, that is the brigand thug, but we have 2 guys there who are not wearing any helms. And I don't know if this is true, but it has seemed to me that every time I shoot with a aimed shot at someone without a helmet, it seems to be a good chance to crit and kill them if it hits. So even though he's got a shield which is going to help protect him, my archers are all going to do aimed shots at him. Everyone else is going to throw javelins at him as well. But the guys without helmets are going to be attacked first in the hope that we can shot in like that. We split his nose. I'm going to go for this guy here because he's lighter, much lighter armor. And in fact, you're probably going to be able to kill him. Go. And being 1 down already is certainly good. I'm not going to waste a shot. That is a proper flail, so we're going to be wary of that. Move up here. Damn it. Okay. Nice hit. Very good. I meant to do it though. 39. Very good. Ugh, terrible. Terrible shots. Throws, I should say. Another one down. Switch to our primary weapons. Time to bring out the big gun. Yeah. Bring out the big gun for you too. Let's move you up so that you can get the shoulder shot. You can get in there. Don't know why that's such a bad shot for him, but anyway. Get in there, and you don't have enough to swap weapons. Damn it. Wonderful. Destroy armor. There we go. Very nice. Now, what do we got? Overhead strike. A diagonal overhead performed with full and devastating effect. Then there is split. Can hit up to 2 targets. Must be in a row like that. That does a big, huge swipe, but that would wipe out my guys as well. So, we are just going to do overhead strike, which is still 6 AP. And that was fun. That was enjoyable. Ooh, thankfully, didn't have to worry about that hitting. And then that can go to there, you can go to there, and maybe next round you can... No. If we can get a headshot like we just did. Very nice. We took very little damage there. Only Blue Jessica took 78. So that's nice. And ooh, patched mail, padded leather, another falchion, another flail, another hand axe, another short sword. Okay. Mostly loot to sell. I think I'm probably going to sell the flail, even though they are a good weapon. I'm not going to have I don't want too many, well, not too many of them, but you know, ranged defense, I think, for my ranged characters. I really wish his ranged skill had the 3 pips, not his melee skill. And I'm doing that and that. Okay, do I want to swap out any weapons while I'm here, or armor as well? So that's fatigue 10, it's a 90. I think most of the armor that the guys have got is already 90s or better. That's not, and that's not. Who's got the better fatigue? You do. So you can take that. And that means that I can give you that, and you that. And I think that is better, isn't it? Yeah, you that. There we go. Falchion. I might give... No. Falchion's only a fatigue of 6. Maybe I'll give one of the backline a falchion for something different. Because it's really not a lot different to the short sword. 2070, 2075. Short sword's slightly more effective against armor, but slightly less damage overall. I'll do that. I do like hand axes. I mean, the hand axe is better than the hatchet, definitely. And I guess we really should have someone who's, well, yeah, specialized against shields. But I don't know. I think I'm going to keep it the way it is. I might not sell that. I might repair that. Or repair that so that we can sell it. We'll repair that just in case. We'll sell those. And we'll probably... Well, hang on. We're gonna bring on 2 more... Hang on. If we're going to bring on 2 more fighters, though, then what we probably should do is go back to the... that setup. The fighters can have these out. That, and that. One can have that, and we'll have one with a non-red shield. Oh, no, actually, we don't have to. We've got another red shield here. So green and red, and they'll be in our back line. That denotes the back line, whereas white and red is the front line. See, that makes a little bit of sense. And then we could do that and that. Yeah. And so I can sell the rest of those short swords, make a bit of money, because I think the short swords are actually worth a little bit. They say they're worth 350, but I think you can sell them for over 100. I don't know. I'll probably get rid of that rusty mail coif because I don't want... I could give that to someone in the back line. I could give it to, like, you. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay. That's all organised. G'day, Grizzoo. At least we're getting 1,000 coins on the completion of this. This was the three skull mission. So if that's the case, then the 2 skull mission that was waiting in town must be the one about them being afraid. Because I'm positive there was the town terrified villagers. So I think that one there is probably the afraid one, but I'm probably going to take that one after I look in here. Now, we said farmhand, didn't we? So let's take our farmhand. I said higher. Thank you. And let's have a look at him. He has a flail, but he has 53 melee skill already and 109 fatigue. So if we bring him... No. We bring him down here, and we go like that. That's not bad. I will want to get him some sort of throwing weapon, axes or javelins. But that's good. And who else have we got? We've got a mason. So I think we're going to hire him as well, because I think he should be fairly good too. He's actually got 2 stars on ranged. It's a little bit disappointing. But what I could do is this guy here who's got 3 stars on that. I could make him the melee guy out there, even though we've wasted a lot of our perks because we gave him bullseye and we gave him anticipation rather than backstab, which is what I like to give my fighters. And we can slowly level this guy up. Where are we? This one, as a ranger. So that's what we're going to do. Probably not ideal, but we'll see how it goes. So we're going to need some more food. That's the next big priority. There are no throwing weapons to be had, which is disappointing, but that's fine. Food. What is cheap at the moment? Smoked ham certainly isn't. That's not cheap. Oh my god, everything is expensive. Look at it all. The grain is the least expensive of all. So I said I was going to sell that and that and that. I'm going to keep at least 1 shield spare in case one of ours gets broken. You only get 48 for short swords. I thought you got a bit more than that. I don't need a knife. So, and we don't need any of that. And we do essentially need more tools, but that's too expensive. I'm not paying that right now for tools. So, let's take another mission so we can get a bit more money. Okay, trip to Blankwasser for 220. Give me more. Yep, okay. And we've got enough food for 3 days, which is more than enough to get us to Blankvasser, which is less than a day away. Rightio. Doing good. Doing good. I mean, there's so much stuff in this game. You can hear the wind whistling. I think I heard like some sort of cat howling or something a second ago. That's why I was looking like, what was that noise? Is that inside or outside? There's birds. I love the little flocks of birds that fly over every now and then. Like, just so much stuff that is immersive. The only thing that's a little bit strange is what your little avatar here on the world map looks like. Because I thought originally that it was based on the person who was in this top, the leftmost character in the top row of your party. And that was what it seemed like when I was playing at one point. That seemed to be always what my character looked like. But now, my character has the hood, my character has the which armor is that? The Patch Gambison or whatever it is? It's this one here. It's the rugged surcoat and a hood, which none of us is wearing. So maybe it only updates whenever you save, or whenever you reload after a save. That might have been what my character was wearing. No, they weren't, because we had pretty good armor at the start of this save when I came in today. So yeah, I don't know. It would be nice to be able to customize that just a little bit, because everything else about the game is so customizable and works so smoothly, integrates so well, immersive. You know, the damage that all of the party sees, you know, as you take damage, your character starts to look like they've been taking damage. Even their armor, like their helmet, will start having dents and scratches in it and stuff. All of that is just really well done. But just these little things here and there. I mean, for a game that's been out this long, I'm surprised these things haven't been mentioned or haven't been addressed. And I'm sure, like, that they probably looked at it and go, cosmetic, not important. Only got a couple of people complaining about this. We're not going to worry about it. And, you know, I can understand. But having, you know, being I say having been a developer because my day-to-day job, I'm a DevOps engineer, which means I do development, but I'm not purely development. It's like a cross between development and systems admin. But having been a developer and having played around with building my own games and stuff like that, it's those sorts of things that if I was to ever build a game, it's all those little things that are the things that I would be most proud of putting into the game. You know, making it that little bit more immersive. Brigands have been attacking, and they want 900 crowns for us to drive them off. I can do that. I don't remember if I didn't... No, I didn't see any javelins or throwing axes. All the way over there. Well, we get to uncover a little bit of the map first, and we get to wade through a nice swamp. And we're going to be intelligent about this. We're going to walk down here and go through just that little bit of swamp there. Or are we going to go through here and go through all of that? We're going to be reasonably intelligent. We're going to just skip across here and then do it. So that's not too bad. I'm not complaining about that. Okay, so first thing to be very, very cautious of is to make sure that it is not nighttime when we attack this camp. So we are actually going to stop. We're going to click to there and stop outside so that if it is still nighttime, we can camp. So we camp until dawn, undo the camp. That way we don't get any disadvantages, but this is probably going to count as forest rather than plains, so there may be trees. Some brigand poachers. Okay, so this is going to be huge. Many brigand thugs is 7 to 9. Oh my god, this is going to be massive. And some is 4 to 6. So 4 to 6 archers. I almost feel like we should be from this. This is massive. 2, there is 12 of them. They match us. Oh, thankfully, they're all mostly slingers in the back row there. And we have some higher ground, but they're probably going to move their archers up onto that fairly quickly. And these guys are all lightly armoured. So this shouldn't be too bad. They're all very lightly armoured. Our armour is way better. Our weapons are generally way better because that's only a hunting bow. That's probably the most dangerous weapon they've got, but it uses a lot of fatigue. That's not going to worry us too much with our helms. Those are falchions. They're not too bad. Hatchets, they're going to be dangerous for our shields, maybe. Okay, so let's... Archers, just pause to the end of the round so that they get closer. And let their archers waste their arrows on our shields. And their slingers are going to be out of range. Unless they move forward. That was a wasted shot. Okay. Aim shot at these guys in the hope that we crit headshots and kill them. And that was probably... No, that was a body hit. Wow, yeah, well, his armor was so pathetic that we destroyed his armor. 23 points of damage to his armor and 35 to his body. So... this is going to be a fairly easy, way easier fight than I thought it was initially, which is good. Because you've got a throwing weapon, they're not easily going to be able to get around our flanks. So I'm going to move this guy forward and just wait. See what happens. Yeah. Hang on, what have I don't have a shot against him. Yeah. Lightly armoured. If I hit, we're probably going to do similar damage to him. So I was going to take out all the guys without headgear first, but we'll just take it as it comes now. Oh, you idiot. That was... One of your archers should have gone up on there. Like, that was absolute waste right there. We'll shield wall up. I don't think I really need to. Okay. Please. Oh, okay, so miss. You can kill him first, and then maybe him. No? How about you? Thank you. Very good. That tree is blocking that. That's blocking that. But you can get a throw on him, and you did a little bit of damage, so we're not going to complain. Oh, God, we're not doing too well against this guy. He's got the luck of... I was going to say the luck of the Irish, but no, that's Conman's got the luck of the Irish. I just thought, do the Irish actually consider themselves lucky? I don't know. There we go, and you can wait there, and you can take a good shot against him and kill him. Beautiful. I don't think these archers are really going to get close enough to do much damage to us. I think they're probably going to end up fleeing after we kill a couple more. There was an extra slinger hiding back there. Okay, so this guy, yes, we definitely want to take down quickly because he is going to be a little bit annoying. Okay, some of their archers are being a tad annoying there, so let's just... Well, if I miss and hit that guy instead, who am I to complain? 32% shot on him, that's great. And that killed him. Absolutely brilliant shot, love it. Yes, that's the way to do it. And finish it like that. And now they're all a little bit scared, which I would be too. Flail time. Bang. What do we got? 11%. Yeah, it's a waste of ammunition, but hey, we might get lucky. Switch to Oh, I forgot. I thought it was still him taking his second shot, but that's quite all right because that throw worked well. Yeah, look, you're going to lose your gun now, mate. If I hit, I didn't. Bugger. 57% shot against him. And that got to have hurt. No head here, but I missed it. You're just making it easy for me, guys. 24%. I'm going to go for this guy instead. These guys aren't... Well, that guy is not going to be too much trouble. Damn it, I missed. Okay, I've now decided one thing I have to do is probably swap the two guys, this guy and this guy, so that this guy is on that side and this guy is on that side, because at the moment we've got flail and flail on this end, and we've got axe and I don't know what he's carrying, but I think I want to split the flails up. I'm also considering maybe moving the hammer into the middle there so that we don't have like too many things that are going armor based in the one right next to each other. I'm just thinking more strategically about how I'm going to handle large combats in the future and having to move people around the playfield or move them around to best make use of them. Let's switch back, and we're going to move forward so that we get a chance to maybe throw a javelin at them next turn, and then maybe you move to... Oh, I probably should have moved up onto there. Let's do that. Make sure we got the high ground. Okay, let's just finish that idiot off. He's not an idiot. He's dead. And you can switch back to javelins, and... Didn't get the chance to pull out the old two-hander, sorry. Today, in this battle, all that effort to put the two-hander on and change the name to my latest follower, and I didn't use it. Sorry, but we are gonna throw another axe into. Well, we axed that guy down, and we're gonna throw another axe into someone else's face in a second. Well, actually, we might get a chance to use the two-hander after all, but we're going to have to wait a couple of rounds. See if we can take that guy out. Let's get right up into his face. That's going to mean that we can't shoot at him with this guy, though. So instead, let's move that archer forward. Here we go. Only move forward one step there, I think. Well, either one of those is fine. I don't care. As long as you move one of them. Ooh. Stunned me a little bit. I was just going to say, excuse me, as long as I hit your... And he was. Down to. Gotta love that long shot. Okay, you don't have a shot from there, so let's come here and hopefully next turn he's going to flee actually. So how far can you get? That will do. I don't know if it's going to be close enough to get him next turn when he flees, but we will try. Everybody get as close as we can to this guy because he is going to run. And we want to chase him down. Run them down, because I've still got two guys to kill here. Can I can get you. I know that's 70% chance to do it, so I'm going to take that shot. Guess what? I brain in you. And I'm going to take that chance. If I missed, it wasn't going to do too much damage to my character because he has got pretty good armor. Okay. End our round. Yes. And I might have to end one more round while the other guy runs away. But there's no way I can catch him, so I'm not going to bother trying. And we're done. We had minimal damage there. Only 2 of our guys got damaged. Lujuska got very little damage. He got a scratch, basically. And Corey got a little bit of damage. We might have had a little bit of damage to equipment, but not a lot. Some more short swords, which we can sell for 60-odd gold. Scraps of armor, and the rest of the stuff we will sell. We don't need those bows. That is going to be useful. That little bit of food that we've got is useful, and those tools are definitely useful. And we've got some furs that we can sell, so that's nice. And we're getting some money out of this. Nearly 1,000. So, where are we going back to? Oh, here. Couldn't see it for the clouds. That's the only thing that I will say about the game. The clouds are a nice touch, but when there is something like this that should be visible, the clouds should like fade away a little bit more. I've had times when I've been, walking along and an enemy will appear next to me. But when I had those 10 undead before, I couldn't really read how many of them there were because there was a cloud over the top. So when there's stuff like that you need to be able to read, it should not be obscured by a cloud, because that just makes the game a little bit harder for you for no real advantage. It's almost a screw you by the game. So right. Do we have any more ammunition I can buy? Yeah, and it's not too expensive for once. I mean, it's not great, but it's not like ridiculously overpriced. The tools are, but I need more. So I'm going to take them. And it is so tempting to buy the amber shards because they are cheap. And I have money at the moment. And I will buy the last of their food. And then I will sell the sling staff, the 2 bows, the 3 different clubs, the 2 different short swords, that, and I might just keep those. I might repair that, just to be sure that it's good, because there's nothing stopping me from hiring more people and having them in the reserve. I don't like doing that a lot because it raises the amount of money that you have to pay out per day and food on top of that. So it can become very hard to manage that. If you miss, if you go past a couple of cities that have contracts and suddenly your money's all run down, it becomes really hard to manage if you've got more than your maximum roster. No one needed any treatment at the hospital, at the temple. That's good. Vaguely curious what we've got here. Egon the Bear. Really? I'm almost tempted to try him out just to see what he says, but I'm not going to waste the money. Blankvasser didn't have anything. I don't think last time I was here Dreifelden did either have any missions, any contracts I can do, but we'll go and have a look. I need to go and find a ruined hostile camp and destroy it, and there's one right there, but I think that one's like the necromancer-y one. Dead won't find sleep here. I don't want that. I want to find like a goblin camp, or I haven't really had much in the way of goblins in this run through. And I do like the goblin knives, whatever they're called. They're, I think, almost better than the short swords. I think they have the same fatigue. They don't do quite as much damage, but you can do the piercing like you can with a dagger, or slashing like you can with a short sword. So I actually had them in another playthrough and really liked them. I had like 3 or 4 of them and really liked them as weapons. So if I find some again, I will use them. But I haven't seen greenskins around. 6 brigands. Okay, you know what we're doing? It's brigand hunting time. What are they? A brigand marksman and some raiders. So that's 1 brigand marksman and 5 brigand raiders. Engage. The raiders will be... Ooh, that's a great sword. That's a great axe. That's a great mace. And I don't mean as in I like them. I mean as in two-handed weapons that can do damage from a... do a lot of damage to a lot of people all at the same time. That's just a falchion. Everyone's got decent headgear except for the great axe and the archer. Well, that's not great headgear, but it's something. No, I'm gonna let my archers go. I want to watch how these guys move forward and see if I can then concentrate on, like, this guy. I think now that he's moved forward... No, I'm going to still wait. Let all of them have their turns. Okay, where are you going? There. That's actually not too bad. Okay. 18% chance to hit him or 32% chance. I'll do him first. Missed. 35, 15. Okay. And then we've got terrible luck. I'm going to move you forward and you can shield wall. You can move forward and shield wall as well. 14% chance, 24% chance. I'm missing everything. What's going on? Nothing has hit yet. This is insane. Like, everything is missing. All the rolls are suddenly against me. I was here thinking, this is not going to be that hard a fight. And now the RNG is against me. Where did that come from? Oh, that wasn't his... That wasn't a two-handed sword. That was a throwing spear. That was the pilums or whatever they are. Ah, okay. So this guy and this guy are still the two most dangerous. I forgot to swap these guys around, didn't I? Well, actually, that's not necessarily a bad thing, because I need to bash that guy in the head as much as possible. You don't have a shield, so let's not try and go through it. Yeah. Throw that axe. Just one more round of throwing axes at him to try and take him down a little bit. Okay. Destroy that axe. Nice hit. Is that another throwing spear? Damn it. marksman, I think. No, I'm going to concentrate on this guy here. Skull, please. Thank you very much. And then you can move up to there to threaten him, and in fact, so can you. Wonderful. Gotta love that. Shield wall because he might move forward. One more swing to destroy that armor, didn't work. Normal swing. Can't get him from here. Okay, time to unlimber old Bessie. Get in there. Show this guy who's you can try and take out that marksman, please. Ooh, that is a two-handed sword. That marksman did a very smart thing. By moving there, it makes it hard for me to shoot at him because he has cover, partial cover behind his thing. But the problem is, if I aim here and miss, all I'm going to do is hit him. So that's actually to my advantage. Okay, this is a milestone. I'm just going to pause in my thing. This is an actual milestone for me because I'm looking over here on my stream manager and I have 10 viewers at the moment. So thank you very much, all 10 of you who are currently watching. That is a first for me. And that is very nice. I couldn't do anything to that. Nothing worse than fatigue to slow you down. Okay. Right there. Why charge in? Only fools charge in. Isn't that the saying? And then you can start moving forward here. Now everybody, they're rushing these fools and teaching them. Although I've just set up 3 of my guys to be swiped at once by him if I don't take him out. So let's... Damn it. He was my new character though. My new guy though, so it's not too bad. Yeah, I'm not going to risk that shot. You can move forward and throw a javelin in the next round. You can move forward to there. Again, I'm doing this. This is a little insane because I'm lining these guys up to be swiped by... Oh, but he's already had his go. That's good. I get a turn first. No. What about you? Can you have enough left? Very nice. And then that. That's what I like to see. Are we going to be able to kill this guy? I doubt it. He's probably going to be able to run. Yeah, none of us are going to be able to get up and over to him quick enough. It's over. Let him go. Killed all the others. We lost one man. Another one severely injured. Thankfully, he didn't die. And look at all those level ups. That's really nice. What do we get in the way of loot? A great sword, or a long sword. Probably not going to use that because I think the other one I've got is more effective, but I'll compare the two and just check. Two-handed mace, again, yeah, sure, it does a lot of damage, but I like being able to have multiple attacks per round, and you just don't get them with these because of the amount of fatigue they do. Same with the long axe. Until I've got guys with really good fatigue ratings, it's not worth taking them into battle. But that's some good armor. I might be able to swap some out, and there's another falchion there. Another flail, another morning star. Spare shield, and it's got red on it, so that's good. Red is not my favourite colour, by the way, but we just happen to have a lot of red shields before, so I said we are going to make all of our shields red. So we won't actually. That wasn't a mission. That was just running around killing some guys because they got in our way. Well, because they were bandits in the area, more to the point. I need someone to replace. So let's take Halston. 11 a day, though. Whoa. Let's take the Dayteller instead. I know it's probably not as good. 55. Not going to complain about that. What's 91 fatigue? So let's see. I give him that and that. And I said I was going to swap these two, wasn't I? So the flail on this end. So let's give him the flail and the shield. So we've got flail, we've got falchion, great sword. Now what was this one? 85 to 100, 65 to 85. So this is like the second tier long, two-handed sword. This one. So we've got great sword. We've got short sword, we've got hammer or military pick, and we've got flail, and we've got hand axe. I'll stick with the pick. Okay, do I want to armour up any... well, first of all, I've got a patched mail shirt. So I think that's better than what you've got on. Yes, it is. So we'll swap that out. Let's get you some levels. Let's get you a level. You don't have anything yet. So fast adaptation. And then we want... maximum fatigue, hit points, and melee skill. Later on we'll do melee defense a little bit more. So that's good. Let's do this other guy so I get all the melee characters out of the way so I don't forget what I'm working on. You can get fast adaptation. You can get that and that. Up to 52, that's nice. Yeah, you're superstitious on a bleeder though, that's not great. You're at 68 now. God, he's at 80. He could wear some heavier armour too. Wouldn't... was there anything heavier? No, there wasn't. That's fine. You're going to get fast adaptation, and that, and that. You're going to have some really good fatigue at some point. I may consider giving you something like the two-handed axe. What do you think, chat? I think that's pretty damn good. I mean, his armor isn't... well, it's about as good as most of the guys. I mean, he's got the really good mail on, but most of the guys have 90 to 110, and he's got 80, but he's got a good helm on as well. And with that 90 fatigue, he'll be able to rock that. I mean, he only gets one swing at a time. What does he get? He gets shield split, and he gets strike. A sweeping strike that can cover the distance of 2 tiles and can be used from behind the front line, outside the range of most other. Or, if we went with this one, we've got 4 options. I think the great sword, the long sword is better because you've got the overhand strike, you've got the split, plus the swing, and the shield split. What does this have? Cudgel, strike down, and shield split. No, I think I think that is the better weapon. I really do. And I think I'm going to keep it that way. I think I'm going to keep him with that. He's even got 94 with that, whereas he only had 90 with the axe. So I think that's the better option. That's looking really good. Okay, let's upgrade our archers. So ranged anticipation or whatever it's called. And then that and that and that. So the initiative is so that they can get up higher in the attack order. So they go first in a round. That and that and that. And you can have that. And then that and that and that. I might consider bumping you up in resolve a couple of times as well. I need to consider getting a hunting bow for Bertwin at some point. Function, hand axe. See, Falchian's only got 6 fatigue as well, but that's only got 4, so I'm going to keep the short swords going. You had a short sword, didn't you? Yeah. Slightly more effective against armor. Yep, okay. Look at the... See, that's wrong. That hand axe should not have that much fatigue on it. Right. What do we have here in the way of goodies? We have some more javelins. So let's buy both of those. We were selling that, and that. We don't need that, we don't need that. We don't need that. Let's keep those 2 and that. No, not worth selling those. 2 spare shields, and we've got those furs, which it is worth selling now. And that's salt. It is worth selling that now. Sell the amber later, because I can get even more than this for that. If you see what I'm saying. Food. We've only got 3 days worth of food, but they don't have a lot of choices here, so it's probably just worthwhile getting a couple more loaves of bread, which is probably more than we need. 6 days is really more than we need, but we'll see how we do. There is a 2 skull mission here, but I'm sort of... What's the time? Yeah, I'll go for a little bit longer. Ammunition. Oops. I know. Hugo is in good spirits. Well, that's nice, Hugo. Come on, back into here. I needed ammunition, please. Yeah. I'd like it to be cheaper than that, but I'm going to buy a fair bit. And while I'm here, I forgot that I should be... giving these guys their I can do that, because then as soon as I do that, it swaps all of that out. I just don't know whether that then suddenly takes 8 action points to swap or not. We will see. I'll try that in the first combat, because if he can have a shield while he is throwing his javelins, he's a little better protected. I like that. I like that a lot. I haven't got those marked to be repaired, so let's do that, so that they are worth a little bit, or ready to be used if we need to use them later, but also worth a little bit more. Well, hang on, do we have anyone that... We will. I can use those now, because they are better than any of those. So, Conman can definitely do with that. And who else? All of these guys can, but I'm trying to think of the best. Probably the mid guy there, and then you can be using that. And what's that one? That's 55, and that is 50. Yep. That's a good setup. That's 45. That's 55. That's good. Okay. So 55. I liked these guys having this hat, but I think I'll give them that. Yes, Conman, I did. I named one after Lujiska because he followed me about an hour ago, and I thought, well, you've been in all of my streams the last few days, so I'll name one after you as well. Very good. He's my best archer, by the way. Yes, you are my best archer. So let's set that to be repaired, and we'll sell that, I guess. Okay. Right. Oh, I was going to take that mission. Keep hitting escape when I don't mean to. Contract to deliver cargo. 500 crowns. Sure. A simple caravan run. Many brigand raiders. That's not good. I think it said there was 8 of them. This will be fun. Engage. I found out the hard way that if you flee when you've got a caravan, you leave the caravan. Oh, that's not nice. That is the war blade or something. It's basically a big scythe blade. It's the cheapest of the two-handed weapons. That's woodsman's axe. That's the cheapest of the two-handed axes. And the simple hammer. Okay. This will be... Oh. I don't know what these peasants are doing. But they're not part of my team, so that's fine. Okay. They must be part of the caravan. Standard for my archers, or standard for everybody, is to wait for them to move forward. They don't have any... No, they don't have any ranged weapons. They do have hand axes rather than hatchets, so that is slightly concerning. Let's let them all move forward. Guys without helmets are going to be targeted first, but then it's going to be any of these 3 two-handed weapon guys. That one's without a helmet, so he's actually going to be first of the first. I want to wait for this guy because he doesn't have a helmet to move. Yeah, okay, that's good. Right, it's all us. Let's take out Fiery Boy here. But you can't hit anybody, so you're going to move forward 1 step. And then you're going to take out... try and take out that guy. You can target him. Oh, missed, but that was an advantageous miss. Yeah, advantageous miss. Come on. Random number of girls have not been all that kind to me, at least at the start of battles lately. Oh, come on. It's one brigand raider, and look at the size of him. He's the size of a house. He hasn't skipped any meals recently. So I don't know how you're missing him. Now, the question is, do I aim for him? I can't reach him, so yes, we will aim for him. Because he's going to screw up some armor if he gets close enough. Oh, he's going to screw up that peasant. That's for sure. Talk about fraidy cats. Well, that's nice. We've got those 2 big guys up this side, but I can throw spears at them initially. Javelins, to be Be precise. Yes, we shall keep the... you're down here in the... No, you're... Where are you? You're down here. You're well safe from the scythe blade. Con man. Can I get a decent shot on him? Because he doesn't have a helmet on. I think it's time for you to get Bessie out. I don't know if her name's Bessie, but you've got to give big swords like that a name, don't you? That's the... I think it works that way. There's some sort of rule about how you do all that sort of stuff. That shield of his is... Hey, what happened to your shield? Damn it, I didn't notice that your shield was... Oh, maybe they damaged it earlier in the battle. Yeah, they might have. Okay. It's not ideal. I hate it when it does that quick shift like that when they... Because I attack and I can't see the result of it and then it immediately shifts down to my guy. Oh, look, he's bandaged up. 5% chance. No, let's... And then get around there. And teach these guys a thing or two. Okay. Yeah, you're slightly less armoured. Okay. Oh. 2 picks. And that's not toothpicks. That's 2 guys with picks. Disconcerting. Now it's a pick-off. There we go. No, but if I go to there, you can then take a snapshot. And miss. Thanks, Conman. You missed. I'm sure it was just nerves or something. These are brave peasants running in and punching a guy in heavy armor, helm, and damn it, I just lost. Sorry, Lajuska, you just went down. Yeah. You got flailed. Just like I'm about to do this anyway. We shall get your revenge, though. Okay, so... Sweet, sweet revenge. You are a little more dangerous at the moment. Get in there, pal. Peasants with pickaxes. Taking on Flail Boy. There we go. One less pickaxe guy to worry about. 34% chance to hit, and there's a chance that you're going to take out a peasant. What do you do, con man? Well, what you do is you move over to here and take a quick shot instead, so that there's no chance that you're going to do that. that wasn't one of my guys. That was one of the peasants. You can jump to there. Miss it. Don't worry, peasant. I have avenged you. Can we get to there? We can. Oh my god. Next round, these two guys are going to be in a world of pain. And he thinks putting his shields up is going to help. Let's soften him up a little bit first. Where can I go? Come around this way, maybe? Damn it. Move you to there. And then kill him. Thank you. Move you up to there. How about you go around that way and try and get a shot? No. Oh, I could have moved there and had a shot over his shoulder. Okay. Line him up. Didn't kill him, but it was a nice hit. That was very satisfying, I've got to say. If I move to there, yes, I can do that. And then I can do that as well. And then, just to be known, we can do that. Finish with that. And then we'll pause that. You can jump through to there. And finish him. And I was going to say maybe you can finish him, but I guess not. Maybe you'll have to go to there and then... Hey, 5% is 5%. You might get lucky. You go right there. You can take his head off. Ah, damn it. Sorry, Blajeska. We probably lost that sword too, did we? No, we got it back. Good. Okay. Ooh, basic male shirt. Starting to get some better armor out of that. I'm not going to use that. That's going to go. Not going to use that. I've already got enough of those. So we're basically selling all of that stuff. Another kite shield is going to be very nice. So let's... excuse me. Let's set this up. So... you can come in there, Edmund, and basically fill in for Blajeska. Now, that is the 110, which is... No. I think it's better for you to have that combination overall. Actually, no. That's 115. What can I... It's no difference. Okay. That'll do. Someone else who's got fairly high might be worthwhile. Giving you that. No, that was 69. I thought it was 89. 77. Yeah, maybe you're better off with the two-handed sword. Might put you on that end. And we'll just do that for the moment. Let's level up. Fast adaptation. There, there, and there. Very good. Don't want you guys to wear anything heavier than this padded leather because its fatigue is high enough. Although maybe I should go back one. What's the... That's 80. It's 55. Fatigue is only 6. Yeah. I think what we're going to do... You're going to have that shield. You've got that and a shield. We lost our other red and... What's the name? Shield. But you... And what happened here? You've got that, but you don't have a weapon. I swapped it out, did I? So what have you got? You've got that. That and that. That and that. You had the hammer previously, I thought. So you've got everything you need. 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 And you've got everything you need. Give you that. Give you that. Is anyone going to be able to take... I don't think anyone's going to be able to take that helmet. It's just too much at the moment. Too much fatigue. I don't want to add it to anybody. Like, 80 is the highest we've got on our frontline guys. I feel like maybe I could put it on him and he'd survive a hell of a lot longer, but most of them are down around 50. That's in the 50s. That's terrible. Okay. I guess we've got a lot of gear we can sell. Yeah, the only reason why I haven't given them those is the fatigue, isn't it? Yeah, okay. Is there anyone I really want to get some fatigue off? Let's do that. That gives you a bit more. Not a huge amount, but better than nothing. Yeah, see the big gouges in that helm because it's damaged? I love that. I mean, it doesn't show it here, but it shows it down here. Very, very nice. Yeah, I feel like that's a reasonable setup. I mean, as soon as I get an arming sword, he's going to get an arming sword rather than a short sword. That's a no-brainer. And we've got a couple more follows, so I guess that means we should probably rename. See you, Conman. Have a good one. We should probably rename a couple more of our guys then, in honour of our new follows. So, if Klaus, Nother, and that's probably supposed to be Norther or something, and Antikas, if you guys don't have any preferences, I am going to I think well, let's hope that this sword isn't unlucky, and we're going to make it's doing that. I need to fix that. There we go, and we'll just do it on our frontline guys at the moment because you're going to see the most action. So Eberhard the Dirty is now going to become Antikas. Not the Dirty anymore. Let's make it the Loyal because he's following me. I don't know how loyal he actually is, but Not really, actually, but that's fine. We're calling him that because why not? Repair that. Definitely repair that and that. We do want to repair that because we're probably going to use that. The next person we hire is going to probably use the falchion and that. Yeah, I want to swap that around. Flail, flail. Two-handed, two-handed. Hammer. Actually, I should probably have a hand axe here and the two-hander in the middle. Sorry, the short sword in the middle. So the next guy we hire is going to be that and that with that, that, and that. Looks good. So as soon as this caravan gets to wherever we're going, assuming we don't have any more battles along the way, I'm going to hire one more person, and then probably that'll be the end of it for the day. Oh, 8 brigands. What have we got? Oh, how easy is this going to be? Right. Pause, pause, pause. Pause. Look at all these guys without helmets. 3 of them without helmets, and these 2 with only the face masks. This is going to be a slaughter. Most of them have got really minimal armor, and the swamp is going to slow them down so much, so we are just going to be able to throw to our heart's content. I think that's most of them moved, so let's do this. He's actually blocked by him, so we'll take this guy in first if we can. We can. You. We've got the same thing happening again. RNG in the start of the combat, where we can't seem to hit the broadside of a barn. That's better. Couple of nice hits. So we're going to have to move forward a bit and target their crossbowman eventually, but he didn't do too much damage to us. Oh, actually, we were already a little bit injured from the last battle, I think. Can you get that archer from there? You can, but he's 30% chance to hit someone else. Who cares? Okay. I don't want to shoot him, but I guess I've got to shoot him. Damn it. Right, Klaus, let's limber up old Bessie. Get her out there and get her doing some work. Ooh. Ooh, you're hiding. Do you know what a pick does, mate? Good. You've just lined yourselves up for me. Thank you very much. Swing. There we go. Oh, it only does 2 of them. Still, cannot complain about that. Okay, he's got a Morning Star. Okay. Swap to your flail. Okay, bring out the heavy stuff. We'll take the chance. That's good. Okay. Sneaky boy back in there. Don't forget. Don't forget. Sneaky boy. I'm going to shield all there for a sec. What can I do with... Oh, I can't. Because he's too fatigued. And he's too fatigued to do more, so let's take that guy out. Actually, yeah, get rid of that shield. You know, you guys in the caravan, it would be nice if you sort of helped out a little bit. You helped out in the last fight. You're not game to do it in this one, though, and I tell you what, this is a million times easier. See? Sneaky boy. Okay, that's all you're willing to do. That's actually another tactic that I should look at doing. You know, this guy was kept back. He's probably reasonably fresh and has minimal fatigue. Whereas at the moment, all of my guys are lucky to make more than one swing per turn. Oh, damn it. That all went past so quickly I didn't get to see that my guy got killed. Okay, and it was him who did it too, I betcha. Okay, then do this. Very good. You can just rest. So exhausted he can't even move more than one step at a time. I can't take these guys out quickly. I really need to take this guy out, but I knew I could probably do him. If I can't take this guy out quickly, he's going to take out Gerhard. Gerhard's got full health, and yeah, okay, only a little bit of armor damage. No, he's fine. He's fine. I'm not too worried now. You get a decent shot. You do. I wish I could get the... That did a good damage because he's got no headgear on. Did that? No, that hit his mail shirt. I didn't actually hit his head with that one. Yeah. All my guys are so fatigued. I should probably just stop them in place so that they lose some fatigue, as it were. It's also lots of fatigue to walk through. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Can I go one further? No. By going here, I stop him from attacking. No. Run them down. Lots of levels. No one else really got much. Oh yeah, we got a little bit of damage from these three guys in the middle here. And what do we get? Nothing super great. So we've got to replace two guys now. So let's level up. You get that. And that, and that, and that. You can take that. And that, and that, and that. Ooh. You're getting up in levels there, Conman. Bow Mastery. 25% less fatigue. This will be good. He will be shooting a lot now. And that, and that. And that. That, and that. Right. Front line is getting a little bit condensed. So what have we got? We've got flail, greatsword, axe, pickaxe. So that greatsword, where is it? There, we want to keep as well. Got lots of falchions. What was I going to use in here? I can't remember now. I forgot to level him up. Fast adaptation. There we go. Okay. Let's get this caravan going. Oh, not far to go now. Sand turn. Hopefully we won't get attacked anymore. Only 500 crowns. We lost 3 people in this, haven't we? Yeah. Are there enough warm bodies here to replace them? What have we got? A messenger, a fisherman. We've got a militia. He might be worthwhile. He is 11 coins a day. And we've got, is that a miller? Fisherman. 2 fishermen. Oh. Hang on, that was more than I needed. Damn it. Why did I do that? 62, 48, 57, 48. Can go on the back lines. 62 though. Wow. And we're going to give you that and that and that. I think it was short sword. So hang on, if we have those there like that, you're going to need some armor, so that's probably the best you, well, it's not the best you can do. We can take that off there and give you that, which isn't great, but it's better than nothing. Short sword, great sword, pickaxe, axe, so if I give you a great axe with a shield and javelins. No. With a shield and throwing axes, you get the javelins. So then we have flails on the outside, axe and pick, great sword, short sword. Okay, I like that. That's a good lineup. All with that. And you're a spare. For now, we'll give you that with, say, that. And that. And that. But we could make you an archer if we had to. So we have a lot of gear to sell. That was nuts, that last mission. I should have held out for money for, we're out of ammo, we're out of repair gear. I should have held out for money for, per head on that run, because, yeah, we don't need bolts, we don't want that. We've already got a hand axe, so we're not going to use that. We've got the bull spear. We don't want any more military picks. The Morning Star's too heavy. We're using short swords, not falchions, in the back row, even in the front row, because they're a little bit better. We don't want that. We don't want spears. They're useless. They're garbage. Spare shields. Keep the red one. Get rid of the greens. We'll keep that one just in case. Did I give everybody helms? I feel like I didn't. I did. Okay, I didn't give you a decent helm though. You need something like that. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So then we can sell that. That, and that, and we might keep the rest. We're actually doing okay. We have 1,500 gold, and we're sort of keeping on top of things at the moment. This playthrough is going very well, but I think it's about time that I called it a night. Once again, I'm up to 10 viewers, and we've had another follow 15 minutes ago, which I didn't notice was Rust Booyah. So that means we've got to name somebody else. Actually, that's what I'll do with the names. I'll put follower at the end so I know that's where the names came from rather than the loyal. And conman. Conman is our best, 67. He's our best archer, 42, 42, 43, 46. So Burke the Fine, I think we'll rename him to Rust Boya or Rust Boya, and we'll put follower at the end. So 2 archers, 2 or 3. Oh, we had 3, but Blue Jessica died, unfortunately. But we'll have to see how Rust Booyah goes in the next stream, because it's getting late and I've had a long day of work already. Thank you all. I've had 10 viewers. This is the first time I've ever got up to 10 viewers. I've had them a couple of times tonight. That is great. Looks like this is definitely a game that people like to see, which is good because I like to see it as well. I'm very much enjoying it. I'm enjoying developing my tactics and all of that sort of stuff, and getting it to the point where I could afford some dogs. I must remember that in the next episode to buy a couple of dogs. That would be very, very good. But yes, I'm going to have to say thank you, and I will see you in the next stream. Thanks a lot, guys. Bye.